Hey everyone, Alex here from Cleveland. I feel really proud of myself this morning for getting all of this ready. So I'm super excited because this is our first live from somewhere other than Topeka. So I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I have my 4th of July dress on. This is an E-dress variation, and I'm ready to go to my pool party after this, but we just couldn't go a day, or I should say, we just couldn't go a Tuesday without doing a Facebook Live. So I nominated myself and I said, hey everyone, I'll try a Facebook Live from Cleveland. And one of my favorite things to do is, as you guys might know, I love following street brands. I love following fashion brands. And so I'm doing what I'm calling a fashion and fabric feature. So we're gonna keep it short because I know it's a happy Tuesday holiday. Happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope your days are gonna go wonderfully and you're gonna spend time with family and be outside. I know it's a lovely day here in Cleveland. So just leave a comment here, and if you're on, thank you so much. Just tell me what you're doing today. So, if it's a watermelon eating contest, or if it's a balloon fight, or if you're just maybe spending the day sewing. So I know on our sewing workshop Facebook pages and Instagram pages, we love following what you guys are sewing. I know a lot of you are sewing this weekend. We had a Instagram challenge that you guys saw in the slides, and I'm going to be talking about that here shortly, but we have that going on. We have our monthly project for So Confident that just launched, which is the Riviera shirt. We're pretty partial to this one. This one is really fun. I love the kit that we've released. So if you haven't checked that out, go to our website and check out the Riviera shirt online workshop and the Riviera shirt kit. It's a beautiful block printed fabric that was made for us in India, and we're selling our kits by the panel, and each part of the shirt is made with a different part of the panel. So I don't have any pictures here in my presentation, but check it out on the website. I might be able to share my screen here in a little bit, but I am going to switch over to a presentation, and you guys are going to see me in the little corner of the screen as well as the full presentation. So I'm just going to read some comments here and see what you guys are saying. Oh, hi Debbie O'Brien, you're in Canada. Oh yeah, Canada Day on the 1st. I have one of my best friends is from New Brunswick, Canada, so she was celebrating that. A bit of yard work before the storms and washing your challenge fabric. Very nice, very nice. We do recommend to just cut off a little swatch, throw it in the wash, see what you think. Loving the Riviera shirt. Thanks, Kathy. Yeah, it's a really, really fun one. Well, I just wanted to check out the comments here and say hi to some of you that were watching. So let's switch over to my slideshow and we'll get started for the fashion and fabric feature with Alex. Whoops. Let's go to the next one. Okay. So here is my presentation. So you guys can see this. This is the presentation and I'm going to figure out how to go over here to show it. But here is my fashion and fabric feature. So I am showing you guys some of my favorite fashion brands and what I'm noticing on runways right now. And then I will show you how to use that with some of our patterns and some of our fabric. You guys see me here in the corner? All right, so live with Alex. Follow me on Instagram at Alex, not Alice in Wonderland, if you would like. I recently got hacked, and so I had to start a new Instagram. But I bought a house in Cleveland a couple years ago, and I love kind of showcasing the colorful decor that I have. And I also love, just showing my daily life through videos and things. So that is my Instagram if you want to follow us or follow me. And then if you want to follow Sewing Workshop on Instagram, it's just at Sewing Workshop. Give us a follow. All right, if you haven't heard already, we have an Instagram challenge, and read our blog for more details. But everyone who participates in this will get a special discount code and will be entered to win a $100 gift certificate. Whoa, big deal. So that's kind of where this got inspired from. I recently did a drawing over here on the right with a lot of inspirational images featuring the stripy jug from Naomi with some of our fabric as well as some of our patterns. I loved this striped fabric. So that's part of what I'm showing you guys today. Striped pants. We're going to do it, everyone. We're going to have fun with it. So with this challenge, this is kind of my inspirational drawing. So I took this pant striped fabric and I thought, what pants could I make from this? I thought of the Chesney pants, which is a pant that I'm going to talk about here today and I'm going to feature. I also thought of a Maison top. I took that teal from the picture as well as the black, and I found a teal knit as well as one of our most famous fabrics, the Cubist Faces fabric. So I paired those together, and I believe I'm going to make a Maison top. As you see here in my drawing, I'm going to kind of mix the fabrics together and just have fun playing with sort of the layout to, have an outfit that's inspired by these designs. I think this challenge just shows that you can be inspired by anything. You can be inspired in nature. You can be inspired with your yard work. You can be inspired on the water. You can be inspired with a book you're reading. But, looking at art around us or looking at artists is a really interesting way to think about how we can translate that into some of our garment sewing. So with this look, I thought, okay, I know I love this red and white striped fabric. This is a cotton sateen, so it has a little bit of shine to it. It's really drapey, and I think it just would be so fun as pants. I think people get scared of stripes, and last week on Facebook Live, Linda said, don't be afraid of stripes. Just don't. Have fun with it. Try it. I think we get scared that it's going to make us look whiter. It's not going to flatter us, but I think with pants, you're going to see here in a bit, I wear a pair of pants that I love, the Valencias, in a striped fabric, in a striped fabric. I've had them for years. I wear them every time I go to Topeka. And so I thought of this fabric and I thought of the other two fabrics. So this is what I'm going to make. I have these cut and I'm going to show you some of my inspiration for this striped fabric for you guys to make your own pants. So my fashion feature, I recently saw the Spring Summer 24 show from Louis Vuitton. So in this presentation, I've actually linked to the YouTube. So if you click on this, it's actually going to show the entire show presentation on this 20-minute video on YouTube, so you can check this out. But if you go about 6 or 7 minutes in, that's where it starts with the clothing. Even though this is the Spring Summer 24, which is hard to believe it's a full year from now, and this is actually the men's show, there are some women walking the runway, so I'm going to go up here a little bit so you guys can see it being played. But what I noticed about this show, although it's stunning because it's on a bridge in Paris and they've made an entire check gold runway. It was the debut of Pharrell Williams, who is a musician, but he recently took over as the creative director. But what you're noticing here are a lot of wide leg pants and big bright motifs. Of course, Louis Vuitton we love because of the check, because of, their patterns and their play with their bags. But, here we're seeing like big trenches, wild footwear, a lot of different things that I just thought, how can we take this? Sometimes we look at this on runways, or we look at magazine articles in Vogue or whatever, and we think, this is too much. I can't do something like this. It's way over the top. I would never wear this in real life. Maybe that's true, but hopefully today you can get inspired by some looks in this fashion feature with Louis Vuitton and think, wait, actually, I can do this with my sewing. So here's what we saw in the show. We saw a lot of plaid suiting. We saw a lot of check and striped pants, head to toe patterns, literally head to toe. I don't know if you saw that one that was like an entire sort of Lego piece, but if you watch the whole 20-minute video, you can just Google Louis Vuitton Spring Summer 24 and watch the show. But it's it's set beautifully. There's kind of a script. It's a concert. I mean, it's amazing what fashion brands are doing now with the presentations of their clothing. But you're going to see a lot of wild statement pieces here, not only on the runway, but of course the people that attend. And we know what I love. I love shoes, so I love seeing the crazy footwear. Here are some looks from Louis Vuitton. So we have this check head to toe, bold prints. We might not think to add striped fabric or check fabric or pinstripe fabric head to toe for us, but what if we just think of it for pants? What if we just think of it for a blouse? Here are the pants I love, everyone. These were made years ago, but these are the Valencia pants, and I'm wearing the olive top in a nice jersey knit. And here is this striped fabric that I want to use the pants for. So I could make this fabric I could use different patterns for this fabric, but here I'm wearing the Valencia pants. So again, I'm taking kind of an easy version of a stripe. It's black and white. And then I have kind of a bold, bright top. But, I could have stayed more basic and just worn a black top, a cream top, a white top, and it doesn't have to be head to toe. Although, if you know anything about me, you know that I probably would be the kind of person that would wear head to toe stripe. But for today's purposes, you don't have to. We can just start with pants. So here are some trouser trends of 2023. Actually, shout out Kathy Davis. You helped me with this because I actually got Kathy's approval from this project. I sent her a photo of the pants idea and she loved it. So she sent me some pants that she had been seeing on Pinterest. I often just Google pants, or I Google spring, summer streetwear. So for this, I just Googled on Pinterest striped pants streetwear. And so I saw what was coming up on some of the streetwear brands on Pinterest. So here we're seeing wide leg pants. We're seeing, like on the far right, we're seeing pinstripes, which is a more, a sort of more melancholy version or way to think about striped pants. It doesn't have to be so bright or so contrasting. The pinstripes are a way to really kind of bring that look in without overwhelming everything. Another trend is the tailored jogger and an elevated cargo. So it really is all about pants in this season. I think gone are the days right now, at least in ready-to-wear, high luxury fashion, of skinny jeans. And although we all love a staple pair of black skinny jeans, you can't go wrong with that. Trousers are really what's emerging and what people are playing with a lot. People are putting a lot of emphasis on pants rather than other parts that we've seen in the past. So pants are the focus. Here's some more images. Again, on the left, black pinstripes. In the middle are kind of other versions of big, bold striped pants. And then on the right, I love this look. This is a version of a head-to-toe stripe that I would totally wear. The pants are cut on the bias, and then this would be maybe considering like a cottage shirt in a stripe. I love this look. All these images are from Pinterest that I grabbed. Here is a video showcasing exactly what I'm talking about, trouser trends in 2023. This is a video that I saw on Instagram from Who What Wear. The video is literally saying, what is the one staple that you are seeing right now? And the video is saying, it's trousers. It's all about linen trousers. And I'm going to showcase that here in my upcoming fabric feature, linen trousers. If you see in these images, a lot of the pictures are showcasing lightweight pants and pants that are a little bit more billowy, wide leg, paired with maybe a smaller top. But again, Trouser Trends, who, what, where, they're all saying it, they're all doing it. It's all about big, wide leg, linen, flowy pants. How do I wear this? How do I make this work? I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can be like Hailey Bieber here on the left and wear blue and white striped pants with rickrack. Even though that I think is the coolest look ever, I would totally wear this. How could I do it? Well, the first thing you're gonna do is choose a wide leg pant. So I've chosen 4 pants for you guys to consider: the Valencia pants, the Chesney pants, the West End pants, which are our widest leg pattern, or the Hollywood pant, which is our version of a trouser. So pick one of these 4 patterns, and then you're gonna pair it with a striped or a pinstriped fabric. A lot of the fabrics that are on sale this week are striped. Some of them are pinstriped. Most of them are linen. A couple of them are cotton, and a couple are cotton and one is lyocell. So you're gonna see a lot of different fabrics here in the fabric feature, but what we're gonna do is always keep it classy. If you don't wanna go crazy and go with the red rickrack on a striped pair of pants or go head to toe stripe, you can keep it classy and wear a white blouse that will always pair nicely. Here are some versions of my looks with this play of, big prints or interesting pants. Although these aren't striped, this kind of carries the aesthetic of, a mixture of prints and being able to play with lots of different things that you wouldn't normally think would go together. So here on the left, I'm wearing the Mix-It top with the Ikena 2 jacket, and on the bottom are the Chesney pants. On the right, I have the Ann's cardigan in a wonderful Missoni sweater knit, a classic Eureka top, and the panel pants, which are a great pair of pants. We have a tutorial on the panel pants online workshop that actually teaches you how to make these pants in a silk fabric, but these are wonderful and they're very, very flattering. Don't forget this. We did this a few weeks ago on Facebook Live. This is Erin in the Hollywood pants, and in this series of pictures, she's wearing 3 different tops with it, which just shows you the versatility of how you can wear different outfits and pair different things. And even though these are all stripes, they're all not daunting. They're all not overtaking the entire look. She's got the Eureka top on, she's got an ET long sleeve on, and she's got the London shirt on. And this pants fabric is for sale. It's not on our sale this week, but it's a lightweight linen in a black and white check, and it's beautiful, so easy to sew, and flattering. All right, so here's my fabric feature, everyone. I started with my fashion feature with the striped pants, wide leg pants, the Trouser Trends. And my fabric feature this week features lots of different striped fabrics or pinstriped fabrics, mostly featuring linen, and a couple are featuring cotton. In the middle picture, I'm wearing the splice top, and the bottom I'm wearing my classic, I love them so much, black and white, more cream-like Valencia striped pants. The fabrics on sale this week, all of these that you see pictured, are 25% off. So grab them this week, 25% off. We have whoever gets this whoever gets this red and white striped fabric has to send me a picture. We have to start a club. We're starting the red and white striped cotton sateen club because I want to see the pants made out of this. I want to see it all types of ways. So pick one of those patterns, play with this red and white stripe, and let's just see what we can do. Let's have some fun. And obviously it's red and white stripe. It's 4th of July. I should have had them done for today. I wish I could have, but that would have been way more epic. I mean, if I showed up here today in a whole red and white stripe head to toe look. I mean, you guys would have, this fabric would have, we would have had to reorder like 20 times because you all would have loved it so much. But I am going to finish them for the Instagram challenge. So I will have them done by the end of July. So I'll come back on and show you guys that I made them, and I have to do it. I cut out the fabric. It can't stay in my stash. You know, what I've learned from Linda over the years is you can't have a fabric stash. And so even though she has a whole studio with a store that has so much fabric that could be considered her stash, it is true, Linda Lee does not really have a stash. She cuts something out, takes it home, and makes it, which I admire. So hopefully I can be like that, but I do have this cut out. So we're going to do it, everyone. I'm just seeing the comments on Facebook. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Thumbs up. I think we're good. I just moved my mouse. Sorry about that. All right, cool. I think we're good. Okay. All right, so the other 9 fabrics of all the 10 fabrics on sale this week, we have linens. I know this is a little bit different. You're not seeing them in our studio where you're seeing them live, you're seeing us touch them, you're seeing us play with them, and we're not able to get super close up here, but you're getting images of all of these fabrics. You can go to our website and check out the sale items right now online with our sale on our homepage. So click on that and you'll be able to see all of these lovely fabrics that are for sale on our website in bigger images with lots of different versions of the images. You can see like these sorbet cabanas. We have one in the blue cabana and we have a sorbet cabana. These are wonderful. And on our website, we have close-up images of these stripes. The colors are so vibrant. Honestly, I love these and considered doing them for the Instagram challenge to make some pants. But these would be wonderful pants, and especially in summer, linen pants are the way to go. The bottom fabrics here one is a lyocell. This is actually a Nanny Eero fabric. So if you go to the website and get a bigger image of that, you'll be able to see kind of the variations of this tonal stripe, the tone on tone, the darker black mixed with the charcoal, and it's in a really pretty kind of layout how the stripes are sitting on the fabric. And this black and white stripe on the bottom right is a black and white stripe, but it has this what's called a floral spray. So in the middle there, it's an orange flower that's sort of nestled in with other mixes of stripes. And this is a cotton, and it would make wonderful pants. It would also make a wonderful cottage shirt, similar to that picture that I showed you earlier. You know, I could see actually a cottage shirt made with also a striped pair of pants to do kind of that stripe on stripe effect. But we have lots of different colors of linen on sale this week. We have the lavender, we have the green, orange, and white, the shades of green, the linen sorbet cabana in the blue and the sorbet, a black and white linen, the green and white linen, and this lyocell in a cotton. The patterns on sale this week, I actually just added one this morning, so we have one more that I mentioned, the Hollywood pants. The patterns, I didn't get written agreement to do this, but I sort of accidentally put them on sale for 20% off, which isn't something we normally do. So these patterns are 20% off, everyone. So go to the website, grab them. They're normally usually 15. So 20% off the West End pants, 20% off the Valencia pants, 20% off the Chesney pants, and what's not pictured, the Hollywood pants are also 20% off. Those are the pants we saw Erin wearing earlier in the black and white check linen. Those are all on sale this week. So let's review our fashion and fabric feature. The striped pants are what we're focusing on here. Choose a wide leg pant. Go big or go home, everyone. The Valencia pants, the Chesney pants, the West End pants, or the Hollywood pants. The Hollywood pants is an asterisk because it initially wasn't part of the sale, but surprise, it is today. So you can shop any of those 4 pants. And then with our fabric feature, linen and cotton stripes. So choose one of the stripe or pinstripe fabrics that you see on the sale today. It's perfect for summer. Honestly, we don't mind those wrinkles. It's the nature of linen. I've learned to love it. Of course, we can kind of iron and go, but at the end of the day, the linen has that kind of rumpled effect, and it's the spirit of linen. Like I said earlier, go big or go home, everyone. Don't be afraid. You know, we can take on our Louis Vuitton aesthetic and say, hey, I was inspired by something I saw in a fashion feature. I was inspired by something I saw on a runway, and I wanted to make a garment like it. That's what I did, and I hope you guys have been inspired by it. Let me go back here to our full screen so you guys can see me. I'm back. Let me check the comments if you guys have anything that you want to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and heard me okay. It was the first time I've been doing this, but it was, like I said earlier, it was fun to set up and figure out and kind of get the layouts right. So if you like the fashion and fabric feature, Live with Alex, send me an email. My email is alex@sewingworkshop.com. Tell me you liked it. Tell us you liked it. Leave a comment on the video, and we'd like to do more. I'd like to do more. I think it's fun. So, but I appreciate you guys watching this 4th of July. So let me go through some of the comments and see what you guys had to say. Yeah, the pop and surprise of the rickrack, that's more doable than the wide, high contrast stripes. Yeah, Sue, I understand that. The rickrack was a really fun element to that pair of pants, and that could be done, like you said, on any pant or any fabric. It doesn't have to be stripe. So I don't know, maybe rickrack. Maybe we should order some rickrack for you guys to pair with your pants. I think Linda's watching. Hi, Linda. She has some of the black and plaid fabric on her table. She is making Picassos out of this. I didn't mention some other wonderful pants patterns we have, the Picasso, the Hudsons, but that would be wonderful. Awesome. Looking for fabrics. Yeah, the lyocell black fabric is from Japan. It's a very unusual fabric, so check that out. Go to the website. Let me see if I can actually go to the website so you guys can see some of the images a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's see. Does this work? We're still figuring this platform out. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we go to the website, and for those of you that want to see me do this from the very beginning, sewing work, isn't it hard to type and talk at the same time? All right, so if you go to this, you can shop Linda's video. I guess we should have said shop Alex's video, but maybe next time. So everything's on sale here that you guys are going to see. So this lyocell, this tonal is very cool. So like I said, it's the artist behind this is Nanny Iro, but this is really soft, really doesn't have any stretch, but you can kind of see the different placements of the stripes. Yeah, I love that one. So that's our sale. If you go to our homepage and you just click on Linda's video, that's how you shop for the sale today. 25% off these fabrics and 20% off the 4 patterns that I mentioned today. I'm going to go through the comments, but if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. It was so wonderful to hang out with you guys this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. But I appreciate your time. Have a happy 4th, and I will be posting this video to YouTube so you guys can check it out later. I hope you guys were inspired by the fashion feature, by the fabric feature, and were able to just see ready to wear and see runway fashion a little bit differently, especially what's coming up not only in 2023 but 2024. So thank you, Louis Vuitton, for the inspiration. Thank you, Naomi Munoz, our Instagram challenge, also for the inspiration. That striped jug painting is where this all came from. So go get your striped pants, guys. Go get it ready. Grab a pattern, grab some fabric, and we will see you next week.